Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Hope you all are fine and safe. So our today's topic is biotechnological principles. Before starting this topic, I should tell you that what is biotechnology. So friends, the biotechnology is a technology which deals with the techniques of using the living organisms or the enzymes from organisms to produce products and processes useful to humans. So, in this sense, the making of the curd, bread, or wine, which are all microbe mediated processes, could also be thought as a form of biotechnology, right? So, however, it is used in a restricted sense today to refer to such of those processes which use genetically modified organisms to achieve the same on a large scale. Okay. Further, many other processes or the techniques are also included under the biotechnology. For example, the in vitro fertilization leading to the test tube baby, the synthesizing of the genes, okay, and using it, developing a DNA vaccine, or correcting a defective gene are all part of biotechnology. Now, I think you all have studied this, what I'm going to tell you now, or if not, then just listen that the European Federation of Biotechnology has given a definition of biotechnology that encompasses both traditional view and the modern molecular biotechnology. The definition is biotechnology is the integration of natural science and organisms, cells, parts thereof, and molecular analogues for products and services. Okay, now moving forward to our main topic of today's video, that is the biotechnological principles. So, friends, before performing or before doing any techniques includes the biotechnology, we should keep in mind the many principles are there, but among many, the two core techniques that enabled birth of modern biotechnology are the genetic engineering and the bioprocess engineering. So, what it is? So, dealing first with the genetic engineering, listen, the techniques to alter the chemistry of genetic material, that is the DNA and RNA, to introduce this into host organisms and thus change the phenotype of the host organism is what the genetic engineering. It is the process of using the recombinant DNA technology to alter the genetic makeup of an organism, okay, according to our desire, according to the traits, means the characters which we want to induce in that newly formed product. We do this with the help of the genetic engineering and with the help of the many tools used in the biotechnology. This if you want any other video regarding the tools and the other things of biotechnology, you can message in the comment section below. So, the principles of genetic engineering is to manipulate and modify the genetic material of an organism or plants to insert the desirable traits. Recombinant DNA technology is the main pillar of genetic engineering. So, coming to the examples of genetic engineering, the first is the golden rice. This golden rice have been so much popular from many days, years, as you all have known. This golden rice is the genetic modification. Okay, it is often used to make the healthier foods such as golden rice, which is rich in the vitamin A, okay, which contains the beta carotene, the very same vitamin that makes the carrot orange. And the result is that the people without access to many vitamins will get a healthy dose of vitamin A when the rice is consumed. Understood? So that's why the biotechnology is so much important. As it helps in the genetically modifying an organism so that we can get the desired traits, that is the characters which we want for the population betterment. Second is the bigger longer lasting tomatoes. When the tomatoes are genetically engineered, they can be made bigger and more robust, as we have already studied just before some seconds before that with the help of the genetic engineering, with the help of the biotechnology, we can make the product according to our desired, with the desired traits. So if a tomato is genetically engineered, genetically modified, then they can be made anything, like they can be made bigger, smaller, anything. And if we will keep in mind about the storage qualities of the tomato, then it will be too great for the purpose of the export and import. So this type of tomatoes will be made bigger and more robust, and these are engineered to produce the tomatoes that can remain fresh for longer, can be shipped farther from where they are grown, and can be harvested all at the same time rather than harvesting only parts of a field at each harvest. I think this is clear to all. Now the third is the banana vaccine. Bananas were developed through genetic modification. See students, I have written this in so much simple English. You can understood this by simply reading these slides. If any confusion is there, then you can ask in the comment section below. It will be cleared. So the bananas were developed through genetic modification that offer vaccine against diseases such as cholera and hepatitis. Just like with the needle vaccine, people who eat them develop disease combating antibodies that make them immune to a disease. Okay. So pesticide. So what do you understand from this? The banana vaccine means by eating this banana only, okay, we can develop the combating antibodies, okay, to make them immune to a disease. Now pesticide resistant rapeseed plants. Rapeseed is a flowering plant used to make certain types of vegetable oil, and the genetic engineering has allowed these plants to be resistant to certain types of pesticides, so that when the fields are treated to remove pests, the plants will remain unscathed. Okay. Now the second technique is the bioprocess engineering. So what it is, like, we have to perform many of the experiments, okay, so that it so that we want the desirable product, and we have to keep in mind the bioprocess engineering also means the maintenance of the sterile combination. Okay, the first is the environment, sorry, maintenance of the sterile ambience, the environment. Okay, so maintenance of the sterile, that is the microbial contamination free ambience in chemical engineering. This process is to enable growth of only the desired microbe or the eukaryotic cell in large quantities for the manufacture of the biotechnological products like the antibiotics, vaccines, enzymes, etc., which we want. Now see, the we can keep in mind the some of these steps includes in this is decontaminate your lab bench, okay, safely organize your workspace, properly adjust your Bunsen burner, properly use an incinerator, sterilize your inoculating tools, handle biohazard spills and dispose of biohazard material. Okay, so thank you friends. This is our today's video. If having any queries related to this video, you can ask in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a nice day.